Now for a drive, we really want to make sure we have a couple things. One is we're getting set up with the golf ball in the proper position. The driver needs to be played with the ball off the left heel. So a great step to do would be set the club face where you want the ball to ultimately end up. So that should be right on your target line. Go ahead and flare the left foot out. Take a good step to get your stance about shoulder width apart. And then from there, you're going to go ahead, you're going to bow forward from the hips, get into your good posture, and we'll go ahead and we'll make sure we're tilted to the right so the head's behind the golf ball. And we're going to be in business here to strike a shot. Now for this particular drive, what I want to do is I want to get the ball to actually curve a little bit from right to left. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to preset my club face, slightly closed to my alignments with my body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim my club face first. It's going to aim at the middle of the fairway. And from there I'm going to aim my body just a little bit to the right of my target line, or my ball target line. And I'm going to go ahead and make a swing just like I naturally would on my stance line. I'm going to make my normal good backswing with a little load. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shift my lower body. And then from there I'm going to finish with my good rotation to the finish, finishing in balance. And we're going to see how that works. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and set up the golf ball, hit it, and we're going to see where we can go from there. So here we go. First step, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to set up into the shot, set my club face to my target. From there, I'm going to go ahead and get my ball position, forward to my stance. I am aiming a little bit to the right here, but I got my club face slightly closed, which is going to go ahead and allow that ball to play a little bit of a draw. And now I'm going to go ahead and make a swing. There we go, right down the middle, little draw. Now if you'd like to have any more tips on that, please don't be afraid to come out to the Academy over here at the World Golf Village, the PGA Tour Golf Academy, to find out a couple more little tips to get you striking that golf ball a little bit better.
All right, great tip there, Steve. I told you this guy was good. Again, PGA Tour Golf Academy, World Golf Village, open to the public. Get down, take some lessons from them. As we go to commercial break, don't forget King and Bear Slammer and Squire celebrating Arnold Palmer's 80th birthday. Incredible savings, $80 after 10 to play either golf course, 7 days a week, first 2 weeks in September. Patriots Day coming up as well. Again, stick with us. We've got a lot more here from King and Bear. You're watching Golfer's Guide TV.
He played on more than 2,000 golf courses, traveled over 10 million miles entertaining our troops, and palled around with the presidents. The World Golf Hall of Fame presents Bob Hope, Shanks for the Memory. See hundreds of vintage photos, rare video, and more than 400 Bob Hope artifacts on display. Visit the hall at World Golf Village in historic St. Augustine, Florida, and learn about the entertainer who helped shape the game with his humor and passion.
If you love golf and my friend Bob Hope, you've got to go.
Welcome back to the King and Bear. Now, before we get into this teaching segment, let me make one comment on the course conditions as I've been around and looked at this. They're phenomenal. The King and Bear is in phenomenal shape. Greens are perfect. Everything is perfect. Get out and enjoy. Okay, PGA Tour Academy, Steve Vogt, we're going to work on an uneven lie. What's very frustrating is when you're playing golf is when you hit something in the fairway, ball's above your feet or below it. Well, should be simple, and this tip is going to make it a no-brainer for you.
Okay, so here we are in another situation we can find ourselves out here on this beautiful golf course, King and the Bear. Definitely a championship course, so there are a lot of positions and situations that you can get into out here on the golf course that could cause you a little bit of havoc out there. And one of the most common things that we really look at is where we practice on the driving range. We're always hitting from a flat lie where the golf ball is sitting on a perfect lie, either via tee or some good turf. Out here, the turf is always very good, that's for sure, but the lies aren't necessarily always going to be balanced. Now, for TV purposes here, the camera is actually not making this lie look necessarily as skewed as it possibly is, but this is definitely a shot here where we're going to have the golf ball elevated above our feet. So we made this shot out on number 2 here at King and the Bear. A little bit of a draw over to the left side of the fairway. We got this slope now sloping from our right to left to where it's going to go ahead and actually get ourselves with a ball above our feet. Now, the couple things we want to do from a setup side of things to get this golf shot to do what we want, but first off, we want to know what's the golf ball going to do. And whenever we get the golf ball above our feet to where we're setting up in this fashion, the higher we bring that club above our feet, the more that the loft actually affects the ball to where it's going to point left of the target. So this golf shot is definitely going to go to the left. Something you can always do just to kind of check that out is you take your sand wedge in your bag and just bring it up above your feet, and you're going to see if you were to throw a ball off of that, the ball is always going to bounce back to the left if you're a right-handed golfer. So we want to use that knowledge here for this shot. So we're going to definitely aim a little bit to the right of our target to allow for that draw, a little pull over to the left. And then from there, just a couple other keys that we want to do from a side hill lie here with the ball above our feet. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to grip down on the club a little bit because the ball is going to be closer to us. From there, we'll go ahead and we're going to find ourselves into a good balance, and we're going to make sure that we get ourselves with our weight into the hill, really feeling that. And when we talk about our club choice for this shot, we want to make sure that we choose the proper club. Balance is an issue, so we're probably not going to be able to swing at this full bore and make a couple 100, 200 mile an hour swing. So we want to make sure that we actually get it on there to where we're going to take a little extra club, allow for some easier swinging, and then we're going to go ahead and make this happen and hit this shot on the green, hopefully. So what we'll do is we'll start it off. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get set up. I'm going to grip the club. From there, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to align the club just a little bit to the right. From there, I'm going to take a parallel left stance, get my good grip, find my balance, and I'm going to go ahead and make a swing here. And we're going to hopefully see this end up on that green. And there you have it. Ball above your feet. Started out a little right, came back a little left. We're in business.
Great shot there by Steve. Again, he makes it look so easy. Hopefully you can learn something from that. All right, now as we go to commercial break, do not forget, end of the summer specials going on here at King and Bear Slammer and Squire. Mr. Palmer is turning 80. Take advantage of that offer and Patriots Weekend, which will be coming up first weekend in September. Stick with us. We've got more here at the King and Bear.
Hello everyone, my name is John Shockley. I'm the Executive Director of the Greater Jacksonville Area USO, and I'm proud to speak to you tonight. We have 3 centers in this area in Southeast Georgia and Northeast Florida to serve our 120,000 military men and women who defend our freedoms every day. And we do this through the generosity and support of the good people on the First Coast. Please visit our website at www.jaxuso.org for all the information that I cannot convey to you in such a short period of time. But I will tell you a couple things that a lot of people are confused about. One is we are not a government agency. A lot of people believe we are DoD funded, but we are not. We also do not receive any funding from our headquarters in Arlington, Virginia, since we are an independent affiliate. And by being independent, it gives us the flexibility to serve those who serve us. And we would appreciate any support. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the King and Bear. If you're just joining us, a couple things. First of all, King and Bear, perfect shape. Absolutely perfect shape. The greens are unbelievable. Course conditions, perfect. All right, second thing is PGA Tour Golf Academy. They're helping us out with some lessons. We worked on driving the ball. We worked on an uneven left. The ball's above your feet. How to hit that shot. Now, as you see behind me, see that big bunker there? There's a few of those out here at the King and Bear. Let's learn how to get out of those and knock them up and down from the bunker. Pay attention to this tip.
Okay, so here we are. We're getting our third situation out here at the King and the Bear. We're actually on number 4 right now, and hit a great drive, had a little trouble with the approach shot, and I ended up over here into this greenside bunker, which is minorly treacherous. We got some issues here. We got the golf ball pretty down low here into this bunker, and we got the green way up there, and we have very little green to work with. So we want to kind of look at the steps that we would need to take in order to hit this shot consistently. This is probably one of the most feared golf shots that we have our students come to us at the PGA Tour Golf Academy, really talking about a shot that they just can't hit. And if you really think about it, it's the one shot in golf where you don't even have to hit the golf ball. So we want to hit the sand and get that sand and that force to go ahead and splash the ball and just force it out onto the green. So we want to look at how we need to do that with our setup and really get that going.